Hi Yogis, welcome to my channel and welcome to this step-by-step tutorial of how to do Chaturanga Dandasana. So whether you're new to yoga and you just want to know where to start and then build your strength, or you've been practicing yoga for a while but still struggling with maybe alignment or the pattern of the movement, this video is for you. So we're going to start with positioning first, and then we're going to go through the pattern step by step. And then at the end of the video, I will go through two easier variations of this asana, especially for beginners or improvers, where you can build your strength and eventually you'll be able to go through the full pattern of this asana. All right, so pop your hands on the mat and step back into plank. Position the inside of your hands in line with the outside of your shoulders so that your hands aren't too close to one another. Now press your fingers into the mat to activate your forearms and support your wrists. We don't want any pain in the wrists during the movement. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart. And now pull your navel towards your spine and engage your core to ensure a strong posture. Gaze towards the top of the mat. Now from here, press your toes into the mat and shift your body weight forwards towards your hands, engaging even stronger through your core and your thighs. This shift helps you keep your elbows directly over your wrists during the movement to avoid pain in the wrists and ensure correct alignment. Keep your body in one straight line. Now you initiate the movement by bending your elbows, and then while keeping your elbows close to your ribs, lower your body down and let it hover a couple of inches off the mat. At this point, your elbows should be directly above your wrists. And again, remember that no wrist pain should be experienced in this position. Keep your gaze slightly lifted so that you can open through your collarbones and avoid collapsing from your chest. As you can see here, my chest is slightly lower than my elbows and my shoulders. This allows for a beautiful stretch across the chest and shoulders. It's a lovely, lovely chest opener, and it is making the posture a little bit more challenging. Make sure that in this position you engage through your whole body, your thighs, glutes, abdomen, and press through your fingers and palms to stay in alignment. However, if for some reason, due to an injury, for example, you are unable to go as low, you can keep your body aligned with your elbows and shoulders and still be able to build strength. So before we move on to the two easier variations of Chaturanga, I wanted to very quickly demonstrate the most common mistake that I see people do during this movement. So the initial setup can be perfect, but because there's no activation in the core, thighs and or glutes, chest just drops and hips stay high, causing more pressure on the wrists, more tension in the neck if gazing up, and most likely some pressure on the lower back. So if this is you and you're struggling with the full Chaturanga pattern, let's go through the two easier variations to build up your strength. So variation number one, the setup is exactly the same as in the initial demonstration of the movement. But what you're going to avoid is that hovering moment. So try and bring your body all the way down onto the mat as slow as possible. So variation number two, start in a plank setup, but from there, drop both knees onto the mat and keep your toes tucked under. From here, the pattern is the same. So shift your body weight slightly forwards to keep your elbows above your wrist and lower your chest slightly below the elbows. Now, this variation is slightly easier than the first variation, so hopefully you'll be able to select the correct variation for your own current level, and you'll be able to build up your strength and confidence in this asana. I really hope that you found this video helpful, and if you have any feedback, please pop it in the comments below. It is much appreciated. And if you enjoyed the content, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and hope to see you in one of my next videos. Namaste.